Hi, readers. So, Friday evening, or sometime over the weekend, you all graduated from jotting on Post-its to making a page in your reader's notebook. So, before doing anything else today, let's have a silent share session. So, what I'd like you to do is for a few minutes, exchange your notebook page with someone who's not your partner. And after you read that person's notebook page, continue to exchange with others who are not your partner. Pass your notebooks around a little bit, okay? So after you look over each other's writing about reading, I want you to be thinking, what work are some of these readers doing in their notebooks that I might try too? Now, after you've shared, would you do the most important work and read your own reading notebook? Only this time I want you to read it with new eyes. So let all the other notebooks you've seen fill you with new thoughts about what might be next for you. Think about what you can do to make your reading notebook even more important. So go ahead and take a minute to talk about this amongst yourselves with your reading partner. So today I want to remind you that readers take their cues from stories, and different kinds of stories channel readers to do different sorts of thinking work. So as you're doing your thinking work today, I want you to try to have some goals or ideas in mind for your thinking and your writing about reading. So for example, if you're reading historical fiction, that genre channels you to think in particular ways. Or if you're reading about fantasy, that genre would channel your thinking in different ways as well. So it's wise to let the kind of story that you're reading influence your plans for thinking about the characters in your novels. So I'd like to show you this example chart that I've created for character work. And this is character work that some genres or some authors might suggest. So, meaning that in fantasy, we might see how characters fit with archetypes. We might see unlikely or reluctant heroes. With historical fiction, we might see characters who see injustice and unfairness and they want to change things. So these are some character works that we might see in those genres. And then here we have an author, and in her work we might see characters who've suffered losses that shape them. So this is not the be-all, end-all of character work. This is just an example that I wanted to show you because you as readers are already experts on certain series and certain genres. And I want you to use this expertise that you have to guide some of your reading work. So what I'd like you to do now, thinking about this character work and thinking about your own characters and the genre that you are reading right now, with that in mind, I want you to go ahead and share with your partner, plan and talk with your partner about how you're going to plan, how your genre or your author or maybe the series knowledge that you have is going to inform your reading work and how you're going to use your Post-its or your reading and your notebooks to develop some of your reading work. As you're speaking with your partner and sharing, I want you to be thinking about the character work that you can apply to your own genre. Okay, now that you've had a moment to share with your partner, what I would like you to do is now you and your partner share with another partnership your thinking and what you plan on doing as far as your reading work. Explain your choices to another team. Okay, readers, so here is another example of some character work that's been done. And here we have more than one character that is mentioned. Okay, so we have our main character, and then we have other characters here and their relationship to one another. We have relationships that are mentioned here, and then we also have these relationships and how they connect between these characters. So your reading work may look like this as well. So what I would like you to do, I want to send you off with starting out your character work with thinking about your own author or the genre that you're working in, and make some notes about some of those, I don't want to say character traits, but some of those types of characters that you might see in the fantasy genre or the historical fiction genre, or that you might see in the works of a particular author. Then you can do your character work, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like this. You can use a web if you'd like, a character web. You can do a sketch, but I just want you to show your thinking, okay? So be thinking about the knowledge of your genre, the series that you're reading, or the author. And then I want you to do more expert reading for homework, showing your thinking using one of these methods. Now, off you go.